What's up, everyone? It's Otaku Tavern back at you with another video. And I hope everybody is doing well today, tonight, wherever it is you are from. Yeah, it's been a little bit since I've streamed. I've been a little busy, just grinding on games. So, make sure you like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, all that. Click the bell notification so that you do not miss a video. And we will get into this. So, what I want to talk about tonight is something I wanted to talk about for quite some time, but something that happened to me recently was kind of the final nail in the coffin. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to make this video. But anyway, title of this video, as you can see, is Everything is Becoming More Miserable, Rant. Now, I'm obviously not necessarily talking about other certain things. I'm going to be talking about a lot of certain things in this video. But first off, I guess I should probably talk about what really just was like, all right, I need to go ahead and make this. So, other day, I was, doing some grocery shopping, just doing some other stuff as well. Bought a couple of other things as well in a store. I will name the store momentarily. But, you really want to watch out for this, what I'm about to be talking about, because this is no laughing matter. This is a big problem. Like, it really honestly is. These digital price tags in Walmart, and they're starting to get them in other stores. They're wanting to put them in like all grocery stores, right? Go figure. But they'll be coming to all these stores eventually. And when they do, it's going to be bad. Now, before I tell this, obviously, I would love to know if any of you have personally had this happen. Like, because I feel like a lot of you, if you've watched this or you're going to watch this, I feel like you have. So, yeah, anyway, these digital price tags within Walmart, by the way, we're just going to be grinding on Pal World. I'm grinding on it, so why not? I thought I'd just go ahead and talk about it while I was doing it. What these price tags essentially are is, so you go to a Walmart or some other store or whatever, and the paper tags, they're being replaced, right? And not only that, you may think, oh, well, that's nothing to worry about. Think again. Because now they've got these digital price tags. These things change price, bro, a lot of the times, man. Like, there was, like, so many of them, dude, just glitching out while I was in the store, like, midday, bro. Like, I'm talking midday. And, you know, what they'll do is they will lie to you and say, oh, well, they only do that, you know, when it's around 5 or 3 in the morning, you know, so they don't change price while you're in the store. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I know because it happened to me. So I went to this Walmart to get some groceries, right? Well, first off, I look at other things, you know. Picked up a pair of Hello Kitty pajamas. These were $11.98 is what the price tag said. And then I picked up some chicken in the groceries. It's chicken I always get, by the way. It was $7.92 is what the price tag said. And then I also got shoot, what was it I got? An umbrella, right? I bought an umbrella. Okay, the umbrella was $10.98. It was like a Hello Kitty umbrella, right? Well, these three things here, and I know there were other things, I just could not find both receipts. I had 2 different receipts, but the chicken I remember was $7.92 at the thing. Well, after this little thing, took it all up there. I had a lot of other groceries with me too. Now, something to know about me before I continue this. When I'm in a grocery store or just really in store in general, I'm always using a calculator. So, you know, that's just something that just me being autistic I have to do, right? Like it just really helps me, right? And so, you know, I was using my calculator. I added everything up. And, well, I didn't find out about this till I got home, right? There was a lot of people in there. I was trying to get home. My anxiety was up, right? So, anyway, I check out, and I'm always like the type that does like certain transactions separate. It's just I have OCD, so if I'm buying something that's like, if I'm going grocery shopping and I buy something that's like non-food, I will do that last. Like, I'll do the food first, and then after that transaction is done, I will then put whatever else I have up there that's not food. Okay? And man, So yeah, I put the food up there. Gosh, man, I can barely talk, and like it just even thinking about it just makes me mad, man. Like so. Put it all up there. And, well, not only that, but hang on, y'all. I'm trying to focus here. I'm getting blasted by this stinking place. I'm going to take all these people down when I go over there. I'm getting closer. Hang on a minute. I'll resume the story in a minute. Take all these people down. Oh man, I might have got myself into something I can't do yet. Yep. Okay, anyway, so, sorry, I took this stuff up there. Chicken was almost $10, bro. The price changed when I got it up there, bro. $7.92, and I had to pay $10 for this chicken. Like, how many pounds of chicken was the? Okay, well, it wasn't a lot, man. It was like thighs, and it comes with, I don't know, give or take 6 to 8 of them in a bag. And we usually cook these for dinner when we have chicken or whatnot. $7.92, good price for it. I was charged $10. I was pissed. There's no telling what else I was overcharged on. Like I said, one of these receipts I just simply could not find. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it really just goes to show that a lot of times people will just overcharged, right? For food. And it's like, it's honestly ridiculous, man. Like it really is ridiculous because, you sit here and you try to like be like, oh, well, I'm gonna budget. No, the digital price tags are going to make it to where a lot of people can't budget because what it is, they're going to be doing what's called dynamic pricing. So what you may get it for, someone else may have to pay expensive for. What they may get it for, you may have to. It's like, it just really varies, man. It's like, and obviously these things are going to have like cameras. They're going to be able to know who, who exactly has what type of income, all this stuff. I've watched a lot of videos about this, bro. Like I've really educated myself on a lot of this, man. And it's honestly wild that this is even going to happen. Like it's absolutely wild. But anyway, so that was the food. Now, I probably, something probably else did change. I just didn't really notice it. It did seem like I was lower on money this time, but by quite a long margin. But anyway, let's go on to the non-stuff that was non-food. Okay, so the umbrella that I mentioned before said $10.98. Scan it up there at the register. See, because I'll tell you how I know this, because not only do I have my receipt to prove it, but I had a spare $100 bill that I was using for this stuff, and I added it up, and it was all 80 something. That is tax included. So, kid you not, it was over $100. It was like 100 and like 19. And I was thinking to myself, like, wait a minute, what the heck? And I was like, maybe I just added it up wrong, because there are times where I have added things wrong. Not necessarily to that type of margin, though. So it was really, really a stretch that I was wrong from what I've added. But, well, anyway, I had to swipe my card to finish the transaction. So I had to pay in total almost $40 extra for the stuff that I know about. Right? The stuff that I know about. Now, I don't know about you, but a lot of people just don't have money to throw around like that. Now, if you've personally had this happen to you, let me know down in the comments, because I would love to hear your story about it. And if you haven't had it happen to you, be glad you haven't had it happen to you yet. But I promise you that it's coming. So, anyway, that is my little run-in at the Walmart. Now, these are actually, it's in the works for these price tags to come to other grocery stores, by the way. Stuff like Safeway, I think they might already be in Target, a lot of them. Like Aldi, that's another one that they're coming to. Very, very, very well known like grocery stores within America, right? That these are coming to, and it just goes on to show that this is wild. That this is even allowed, right? Like, I honestly just can't even really believe that this is allowed because it seems very, very anti-consumer. And it's like, there's a lot of things going on that's like that. Now, this is obviously going to make a lot of people's lives miserable. They're having to pay money that they may not have or money that they needed to do with something else. And, that's a huge issue. Like, that's a very big, huge issue. And it's only set to get worse. I'm going to tell you that now. It's only set to get worse for this issue. And I really wish that it wasn't going to get worse, obviously. But sadly, come on. Sadly, it is, man. Like, it there we go. Sadly, that it's going to get worse, and I honestly really hate it because, nobody should have to be forced to necessarily pay more money depending on anything. It doesn't matter what their income is, who they are. That should be irrelevant, man. That honestly really should just not even freaking matter. Like, the fact that this is a thing is honestly quite terrifying. Like, because just think of what will happen next, man. I mean, it doesn't look good. Sorry. It doesn't really look good. And I just don't know. Hang on, I'm sorry, I'm trying to focus. There we go. Yeah, I may talk a little slow in this video, I'm sorry. But, like, yeah, anyway, the way that it really seems is, like, what if you say something that people don't agree with? Like, it could really be anything. It doesn't really matter what it is, like, and they're like, oh, well, I don't like you, so you're going to pay more money for said product. I mean, if you don't think this can happen, it very well will, because a lot of people are actually talking about this. They're really, really talking about it, and it really is starting to really blow up online, on all the socials, all of it, man. Like it's looking pretty grim for this. Like I really hate to say this, but it just shouldn't be that way. But it is. But yeah, try to watch out for this. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is a lot of times when you go into a place of business, a store, you know, whatever, right? You will notice, take like Walmart, for instance, they have like, what is it, 20, 30 freaking, I think it's like 20 something, like lanes, bro. And at best, you will see like 5 people occupying 5 different ones. And it's like, why in the hell do you only have, like, where are all the workers at? That's what I want to know. Like, I mean, I get it, you know, certain workers are stocking stuff, but that's irrelevant. Where are all the cashier workers that are supposed to be being hired for these jobs, you know, that they don't want to pay, by the way? Where are they at? Because, you know, you should not have to sit here and struggle to find a line or find someone at a line that you can go to and waste precious time, because you're wasting precious time looking, like trying to hunt somebody down or find a line that you can get in. Like, I've actually been in Walmart before where no line was open. And it's like, you know, people's like, oh, well, why don't you use the self-checkout? It's like, because that's not me, bro. Not only that, man, not only is it not me, but I don't recommend that, because like the problem with this, hang on. The problem with it is pretty much the fact of like you could get charged like for a crime that you didn't commit. And I'll tell you what I mean. Like, so they're doing, like, they're going to do these AI things like in self-checkouts, right? They're eventually going to do that. Bro, they've already been doing this at certain Walmarts, and one woman was accused of theft when she didn't even steal anything. And it's like, you know, that's insane. Like, imagine doing jail time because an AI at Walmart said you stole something. Or an AI at a self-checkout any business said you stole something when you didn't. Like, could you imagine that? Like, that would be terrible. It's like, you know, I don't understand why it's like this, because yeah, it does suck. It really does. Like, and it's absolutely stupid, because you would think that people would like how are these, and that's the thing, all these people are getting their jobs taken. Like, you know, like pretty soon it's like, you know, it really makes me wonder if when you go into a business much longer, are there going to be any workers at all? Because it just really makes you wonder. Now, I'm not one to say that I'm against all AI. I do think AI can be used as a tool for good things. You like Google Gemini, or maybe like an AI girlfriend or friend or whatever. That's what you want to do. I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with that. But when you're like doing AI to take people's jobs and scan if people are stealing and stuff, that right there, man, is crazy. So there was this story that a guy went to a restaurant, ordered a 10-piece chicken nugget meal, and this AI literally ordered him 6,000 chicken nuggets, and he had to pay over $4,000 for all this stuff. Stuff that he didn't even order, or he was going to go to jail. And it's like, that's insane. Like that right there is absolutely absurd to me, that would even happen, because it just doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, but no, it's a thing. It is actually a thing. And I feel sorry for the guy, bro, because, I mean, could you imagine that? You order something in good faith, bro. And it's like, you order something in good faith, and it's like, oh, well, now you got to pay all this money because the AI screwed up, and it's either pay or go to jail. It's like, that's just nothing but greed, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's greed. Like, yeah, I mean, it's totally greed, but I don't know if any of y'all have ever had that happen to you. I mean, thankfully I haven't. Like I said, I don't go to self-checkouts. I just don't believe in that. I'm not like a stuck-up person that's trying to avoid everybody. I mean, so that's kind of the way that I see it. But there's a lot of people that are trying to avoid people, and it's ridiculous. But like, yeah, I mean, it really makes you wonder too, like, this whole thing with this, like, what exactly will come of it? Because I honestly think that it will get to a point to where there won't be any workers in the store. Hence why I say this is going to be miserable, because it's already miserable enough trying to find a worker already. It doesn't really matter what business you go into. I mean, whether it's Walmart, Target, a lot of these places don't have a lot of cashier workers anymore because they're not hiring them because they don't want to pay them. Like none of these, Dollar General, that's another one. You will be really lucky if you find one there. Like, but you're seeing this in real time. Like, it's nobody is getting hired at these cashier jobs that need to be hired. And like I said, it's going to make it more miserable for everyone else. Literally everyone else. So We are definitely in deep trouble because, like, I don't see anything good coming out of it. I really don't. But anyway, that's the second thing I wanted to say. And I don't really think. Well, at least I caught him. It's wild. Uh, the last thing I want to talk about in this little video is the fact of I don't think that um like I don't think that not only is anything good going to come out of that, but I really don't think anything is going to come out good come out of like all this digital stuff. You know, like the digital ID. I mean, the thing is like if you get pulled over, you know, the cops are not going to want a digital ID. They kind of want the card. They want the card ID. Like, cause who's gonna hand them their phone, bro? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna hand no cop their phone, bro. Like, and nobody in their right mind's gonna do that. That's no way, bro. But anyway, I don't see anything good coming out of that either. Like, I think that's really going to be. I think people will cause a fuss about it, but I don't think it's going to do any good about causing a fuss about it. So to say, let me get these down. Take him. Wow, dang. I could even dodge that. Like, yeah, I don't think anything good's gonna come out of it, but sadly, it's we're gonna have to do it. But anyway, the whole ID thing too is just I don't really feel comfortable just having an ID on my phone. Like I don't know, I don't know, I just don't that don't feel right, man. Like I don't know. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about this stuff. And all that. But yeah, we'll get back to talking about some topics soon. Just trying to get together some topics that I want to talk about first. So, yeah, anyway. I guess that'll do it for this video. I ain't gonna make it super long or nothing. But anyway, that's some stuff to like. That digital price tag stuff, y'all. That's something to really watch out for, because that right there, man, that's some crooked crap, man. That's really, really crooked. But anyway. Anyway, yeah, see ya.